Hey, I am excited. I'm going to be painting some sunflowers with the barn today. So go ahead as you come on. I'm going to be using this couple of yellows in different colors here. But as you come on, if you don't mind saying hello and what you think of the new painting design. So please let me know what you think of the new painting design as you come on. Let me know yes if you like it, or if you don't like it, let me know. Maybe keep mean comments to yourself. I don't know. All right, so go ahead and say hi as you come on. And I'm just going to start adding some sunflowers into here. And I want to show you, hey, Stacy. Hey, everybody. I just want to show you like an easy way to add some sunflowers to this barn painting. Hello, BFFs. Hello, hello. How many of y'all have already signed up for the Profitable Paint Party Challenge, the Bunny Challenge? Let me know if you have already signed up. If you haven't, you can type the word bunny. Actually, this is the best way. You can text me the word bunny to this number, and I'll leave it here for just a second. But text the word bunny, and then it's going to give you the instructions on exactly what to do, okay? So go ahead and text the word bunny, and you can be a part of our free 3-day event. All right, so I am seeing, Pat says I'm all signed up. Sue says, hello, sweet girl, all signed up. Wonderful. I'm so happy you are all coming. We are getting so excited about that. So I wanted to take a minute while I am painting sunflowers to first off say hello, see how you're doing, see how everybody's doing. And then I wanted to share 2 things with you, okay? So number one, again, I'm just putting a circle and just kind of adding in some petals here. I'm not doing nothing major right now, but I'll kind of explain what I'm adding here in just a second with some of the shading. But I wanted to talk to you really quick about 2 things, okay? So I know some of y'all have heard me talk about this. I talked about it on a Facebook Live the other day, but I'm reading a book right now, and it talked about how we're having, the average human has 70,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of them are negative. Can you imagine? Just put 70,000 if you are actively listening right now, and you can type it out. Put 70,000. And when you really think about that, and you think about most people are making 70,000 of those thoughts, 80% of those thoughts, they're making them negative. So what I want you to think about is I want you to focus on what you can control. And the reason why I wanted to come live for a second and show you, hopefully this painting that you love, hopefully you're loving this painting, but I wanted you to focus on what you can control. We are, especially if you watch the news, we are being bombarded by so many things. And in the past, there was a time when we didn't have access to every single thing that is happening all at the same time, right? I don't think our brains were wired to know every single thing that's happening, and what happens is we start to just go into this place of just defeat, a place of sadness, even depression. I don't know about you, but if I watch the news, every single day I start my morning and put on the news, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to try to go and be productive in the day. I would just go back to bed. I would literally go, why even try? Like, why should I even try? And I'm not saying that to be a downer. I'm just saying that that's the effect it has on me. I want to know definitely what's going on in the world, and I want to do, whatever I can. I want to pray for who I need to be praying for. I want to, of course, but there are some things that I know that only God can handle. There are some things that I know that I cannot control. And so if we know that, and we're having 70,000 thoughts come through our brain, and most people are making 80% of those thoughts be negative, what can we do different? And is it, you're watching me because you probably love painting, right? You're watching me. So what could you do in your morning to make your day different? How can you shine your light even when it feels like there is no hope, right? So for me, that is painting. Getting up this morning and painting this barn made me so happy. I know it seems so silly, the little things like this, but this is what makes me happy. And each and every one of you have a gift that God's given you that makes you happy. And is it like me where just grabbing some paint and putting it on a canvas can turn things around, can make you, feel like the heaviness of everything that can happen in the world, the heaviness that's going on, that we can go, you know what? We can't control some things. There's a lot of things. Actually, there's a lot of things we can't control. But I can control that I want to be happy in this moment and use art to heal and paint, because I know God gave me that talent to want to do this and to want to create. So we have to focus on the things we can control. Okay? So that's number one. I would love to hear your comments. Erin, I did not paint the entire painting on here. I'm just adding the sunflowers. And I'm actually going to make this full tutorial for everyone in Paint Party Headquarters. So if you're in Paint Party Headquarters, just know that in the future there will be an entire painting for this. So step one is focusing on things that you can control, okay? Like painting, if that's what you love. I love that Julian says the only things we can control is the way we react. We react to the situations around us. I love that. Oh my gosh, I heard that years ago in a in a therapy session. Those of y'all that know me know that I do love therapy, and I remember years ago a therapist said something very similar to that. Julian said, we can't control other people, but we can control the way we react to them. Or to the situation. So focus on the things you can control. And then the second thing I wanted to share with you, and I would love so much. Oh, thank you for that, Lisa. That's awesome. Oh, you're so welcome. And the other thing I want you to know is focus on your strengths, okay? So many times we're told to focus on things that we're not good at. And what happens is we end up just, feeling defeated, doing things that we're not really good at. If you were to tell me to solve a math problem right now, I would be nauseous and not happy and not wanting to do that, right? Because math is not my strong suit. However, if you were to tell me, okay, go ahead and design a mural for a gymnasium, I would be so excited. I'd go grab a cup of coffee right now. I'd get a brand new notebook from Marshall's. I'd get, all my pens and Sharpies, and I would, for the next several days, be designing the coolest mural this gymnasium has ever seen, because I love that, and that is my strength. So what I want you to do is to remember to focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. So number one, focus on what you can control, okay? So focus on what you can control, and then also focus on the strengths, on the talents that God has given you, on the talents that you know that you were put on this earth for. So if you know a talent that God has given you, just type it in the comments right now. Type something in the comments that you know. So like mine, for example, is painting. I've always said I'm not, the best painter in the world, but I've always said I know God gave me painting for healing. God has given me painting for art therapy. God has given me painting to share with others. I've never felt like paintings that I paint were really made for me, other than in the sense that they're made for me to feel good and to create and to have that moment like of just creating and painting and all of that. So Karen says, nope, I wish I knew. Oh my gosh, Karen. So you get the discovery of finding out what you love. How cool is that? If you don't know what talents you have, ask somebody. Usually the closest people around you will know immediately. Like if you think about your friend who's maybe like really good at encouraging, or you think about somebody in your life that is really good at Oh my gosh, maybe they're always there for you. Maybe that every time you see them, they have like the cutest clothes on, or, they're really good at fashion or putting outfits together, or maybe, every time you go to somebody's house, they always have like this really great dinner, or they're really good at gardening, whatever that is. So I want you to, instead of focusing on your weaknesses and trying to better your weaknesses, I want you to go, you know what? Maybe I'm a very messy person. I don't know about you, but I'm a disaster. I'm an artist, I'm a true creative, and when I paint, there's crap everywhere, right? And so instead of maybe me beating myself up over and over again and saying, oh my gosh, why can't you just be organized? One of my best friends, Allison, is like super organizer, right? And instead of, going, oh my gosh, beating myself up, why can't I be organized like Allison? Why can't I be organized like her? Instead of beating myself up, that is her strength. That is a God-given strength for her. For me, not so much. I can barely walk in my art studio. That's why I'm actually painting here, because it's a disaster in there. And so I had to move locations because I can't even paint where I normally paint, right? So instead of saying that, focus on the things you're good at. I know I'm good at having some fun, creating a painting, and making something, exciting, hopefully inspiring you. I know that, I love talking about things that we can do to make our lives better, to make us better as humans, as better as people, all of that. Like, I know those are my strengths. So I could be right now trying to organize and pulling my hair out, or I could go, you know what? Maybe somebody needs to hear what I'm saying today. And maybe somebody wants to be inspired by this painting and go out and grab, paints and try to get, something painted because they've been listening to the news too long and it's been making them sad and it's making them depressed, and they just need to find some hope. They need to have a feeling of hope. Because if you don't have a feeling of hope, it's going to be hard for you to show up as a mom, to show up as a friend, to show up as a person who has to do their job. If you have no hope, it's going to be hard to do any of those things, right? But we have to control that. We have to notice when all of a sudden what we're putting into our minds is bad for us. And we have to notice that when all of a sudden we're feeling like we can't get out of bed because we're, too consumed or too overwhelmed, or we're comparing ourselves to every single person online, or we're feeling like we're not doing enough, or we're feeling like we're not enough. We have to remember that we are. And to put good things in our life. And to remember that God's timing is perfect. And to remember that we have to choose the things that we have control over. And remember, the rest, we got to pray and we got to let God have it. Because if we just sit around, and I'm just going to say it, but if all we're doing every day is just sitting around complaining about what's not going on in our life, what's not working right, and we're not looking at anything that is going on that's good, we could do that all day, every day. Oh, I love y'all's comments. Oh my gosh. Cindy says, I feel like I can't hear God. He doesn't speak loud enough to me. If you feel like you can't hear, I want you to challenge yourself to put yourselves in positions. And honestly, like every morning, I try to journal, and I know it doesn't happen every morning. We obviously try to have our habits and we try to do our things that we feel like we need to do. But just pray, I want you to journal. And if you're a person like me who sometimes you go to pray and then you get distracted, and all of a sudden you're thinking about your laundry or what you need to pick up at the grocery store or everything else, I want you to write your prayers, okay? So I have a prayer journal. I call it Co-Creating with God, and I write my prayers out. And sometimes that'll help me. And so I really want you to to just know that sometimes it's about listening, sometimes it's about journaling, sometimes it's about praying for God to show us opportunities. And sometimes if we are in such a busy life, we're not even taking a moment to look outside at the trees to go, thank you. Thank you for this nature. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for our safety right now. Thank you for what is going on in my life right now. And there's a lot of really, really sad and scary things people are going through. And a lot of the world is worried and fearful of things in their life that isn't even happening. How many of y'all, if you're honest with yourself, and I'm going to put my hand up too, that sometimes we worry about things that haven't even happened? That we are so busy today worrying about something that has not even happened. That we wasted our whole day in a panic. And be honest, I've done it, so I'm not trying to call you out. But I just want you to remember that a lot of times we're spending our days worrying about a zillion things that may or may not happen. And we're not taking any of that time to go, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for what you are doing in my life right now. Thank you, God, for what is happening in my life right now. What can I do to be grateful? So I would love, if y'all don't mind, I would love so much if y'all would just make this comment thread go crazy with what you're grateful for. And I'll start. I'm grateful for my husband. We're about to hit our 25-year anniversary in July. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to kill him. But for the most part, I am so, so grateful for him. So grateful for him. So grateful that every time we may think, oh, can we even do it? Can we even make this happen? That both of us are committed to not giving up. Like, I am grateful that we both have that mindset. That no matter how hard it gets, anybody who's in a marriage, you totally understand. It's not perfect. Anybody that says their marriage is perfect, they're lying. Right? But we have committed that no matter how tough it gets, how much it's frustrating, or how much, the ups and the downs of a relationship, all of that we commit to each other. Always. And I love that. I love that about my husband. I love that about our marriage, that we know that we're in it for the long haul. That even though it's hard, even though sometimes it's really, really hard, even though sometimes it's tough, we're always in it for each other. We're always going to be, Team Easley, right? So I want y'all, please, Lori Ann's laughing at me. They're lying. I mean, seriously, if people tell you that their marriage is perfect, no marriage is perfect. It might look perfect on Facebook. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to post the pictures of me and Bobby fighting. Like, I want to post the cute pictures of us, right? I mean, we all want to, right? But what can you be grateful for? What is something right now? And I just want to read some of y'all's comments. Let's see. We have, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful. Cindy says that she found through her craft business, the friends she found through her craft business. Carol says, I'm grateful that Jesus died on the cross for me. And then these are coming in fast and furious. Oh my gosh. Catherine says, I'm grateful that God does not give up on me. I love that. Also grateful for her 2 grandbabies. I'm grateful that I am healthy. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Sue says, and for each day that we are given, my home and the food on my table that's provided. Husband of 43 years. So, Sue, we know you've had some fights, right? I'm just joking, but really. Like so many things that we can be grateful for. We can look at the bad all day long. Annie says the ability to feel love in my life, no matter where, if it's from my family or the sun. I love that. And Joan says her family. Marina says so true. We only see the good things on Facebook. Yeah, it's so true. And again, why would we want to post only negative? We don't want to be negative. I know there's times when we have a negative attitude. I get that. I have a negative attitude too sometimes. we're not perfect, we're human. But what I want to get across from you is, number one, focus on what you can control. And number two, focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. So if every day you're waking up and going, I'm bad at the technology part of paint parties. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at that. If you're focusing on that every day, guess what? You're going to keep feeding into your weakness every single day. But if you're like, you know what? I'm really good at painting this. I'm really good at this. Let me maybe get some help or do some tutorials or learn how I can get better at the tech part of this, right? So we're focusing on the positive, but then we're also not fueling to that negative. So anyway, I just wanted to take a minute to share with you. I wanted to hopefully give you a reason to be hopeful today. There's so much negative happening right now, and I really want to give you a reason to be hopeful. And if you need something to look forward to, oh my gosh, we have the bunny. Okay, so right here, we are doing the 3-day profitable paint party challenge. And it starts March 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And actually, me and Pixie will be live in the group on March 15th shopping. So if you have not signed up yet for this and you want something to be hopeful for, you want something to be excited about, text the word bunny to this number, 817-373-5478. Just like you're texting a friend, you can text the word bunny. And if you text the word bunny to this number, it's going to automatically send you back a place where you're going to put your name and email and join the Facebook group. This is where all of it's happening. It's totally free. Some of y'all, if you want to be a part of Paint Party Headquarters, you can. You can technically be a part of that. But the Profitable Paint Party 3-day challenge is totally free. And I'm going to be giving away over $500 worth of prizes. Yep, you heard me. Over $500 worth of prizes. So we're going to have fun. We're going to be hopeful. We're going to be excited. We're going to have something to look forward to. And I can't wait to see y'all there. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and text me. And I'll see you inside the group. And that all starts. It's happening on March 22nd. So make sure you sign up. And I hope you are having a great day. And let me know with some hearts or a big yes if you liked the painting I did. I hope you liked it today. I hope that today maybe brought some encouraging words and maybe just a new way to look at life. So maybe help you get through a hard time. I don't know. Let me know if it helped you or not. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. Go ahead and sign up for the Bunny Challenge.